What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. So I'm actually doing this video right as the second round of the NBA draft is still going. It is just way too much to handle right now for me. So I've been trying to update every move as the draft has been going on. And I will say that this is not going to be completely right in the second round, just in the second round. So keep that in mind. But the next video, I'll have everything completely updated. I just kind of wanted to do this video before it got way too late. Your boy does have work tomorrow, unfortunately, so got to get this done and then we can upload this. So I did say I was going to do a double upload, but nothing major happened, so I didn't really want to push for it. We can be patient with the other videos. Obviously, we had this Mike Conley trade happen the other night, and we never did the Grizzlies side of this thing. And now that they drafted even more players in their draft, we're going to be doing that as well. So basically, they got Ja Morant and Brandon Clark in this draft. They could also pick up some more players in the second round, probably trade into the second round or whatever they want to do, but we're just going to focus on the day. So we're going to go with that. And then for the player options, Jonas Valanciunas actually declined his player option in real life. Surprisingly, Avery Bradley, we're definitely going to decline that $12 million player option. CJ Miles accepts his, and Dillon Brooks and Ivan Robb are back, so that's fine. But as far as I'm concerned, I do want to show you guys a couple of the trades. These were just trades as I was doing as it was going through, so try to ignore those. Actually, I don't even know if I made those trades. Some of those trades may not have been by me. Wait a minute. Trades, let's go to this. So this is what I want. Trailblazers, Rock. Honestly, ignore the teams. I think it's just because I've been doing all these trades ever since I've started this file. But big trades that happened, just in case you didn't know. Before the start of the draft, we had Dario Saric in the 6th pick, or this, yeah, Dario Saric in the 11th pick traded to the Suns for the 6th pick, which the Suns used to take, what was his name? Just some guy, well, let me go ahead and figure this out. I forgot who they took. Totally forgot what his name was, because he was not a very known, he was a known prospect, but he wasn't expected to be drafted that early. His name was Cam Johnson, that's right, UNC, I think, right? University of North Carolina, that's correct. Okay, so then that trade happened. So we had that trade, and then we had another trade of, where was it? We had TJ Warren to the Pacers, which was a good trade, if you ask me. And then I think that was the major trades that happened. That was it for draft night. So TJ Warren and a second rounder. The Suns basically gave him away for free, which is very surprising. And then I think we had that, of course, that big trade with Solomon Hill and all the picks, and the Pelicans got even more picks. So obviously the Pelicans are probably the biggest winners of this NBA draft, but I've done so many Pelicans rebuilds, I was not going to do another one, so we'll take a break from that for a while. But we're going to just focus on the Grizzlies today. Like I said, they did trade Mike Conley the other night, so let's go ahead and see on their side of things what this team's going to be doing going forward. So they got Brandon Clark, no big free agents that we're probably going to be going for. Jonas Valanciunas, like I said, should be a free agent, but he's not on the game, unfortunately. So Avery Bradley, going to renounce him. We're going to renounce like probably everybody. Bruno Caboclo actually had a couple of good games for Memphis, so I probably will try to sign him. Only 23 years old. I'll probably try to sign him back, send him to the G League, and then we'll see what we can do from there. DeLon Wright is 27 years old. Fortunately, as productive as a player he was, might let him go. We'll see though. So we have Ja Morant and Javon Carter, Dillon Brooks and Grayson Allen. Let's go ahead and let's give Dillon Brooks. And by the way, I know some of you guys might be asking, where's Kyle Korver? I said this in the other video. Unfortunately, he retired on my file. I've had this file ever since the playoffs were beginning, and I've just been updating it myself. That's why everything is completely updated. I've updated everything myself. And so that's why Kyle Korver is not on here. And honestly, I don't expect him to be on the Grizzlies at the start of the season anyway. So I don't think it really matters all that much. But Kyle Anderson, Jaren Jackson Jr., they got Jay Crowder, of course, Ivan Robb, Brandon Clark, Jonas Valanciunas. So as far as what we're going to do for this team, I'm not sure. Maybe we should bring back DeLon Wright just for that bench depth. And then we're going to sign Bruno Caboclo back too as well. Grayson Allen, I really don't want to be my starting shooting guard. So we're definitely going to have to solve that. Power forward position looks fine to me. The center spot, Jonas Valanciunas will probably be the starter. But as far as what we got out here, let's definitely get DeLon Wright back. I think that's a good move for us. And then Caboclo was a small forward, I think. Let's get him back as well. And then we should be good. Like I said, I just kind of want to see how this team will do. And where did Bruno Caboclo anyway? It wasn't he a small forward? There he is. Okay. We're gonna sign him to like a 4-year deal. That way we can send him to the G League without him getting pissed off at us. And then we need a starting shooting guard very badly. So I probably JJ Redick, Jeremy Lamb, Tyreek Evans, Avery Bradley, J. Hurt Smith, Kentavious Caldwell Pope, Rodney Hood, Reggie Bullock. None of these guys really stand out to me. I guess if I were to get somebody, it'd be JJ Redick. But as far as a realistic standpoint, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But as far as like just a need right now, it does. So I think I might move Ivan Robb to the backup center though, because we kind of don't need him at the power forward really. And then we'll use Ivan Robb as the backup center. Clark will probably head to the G League. Chandler Parsons is definitely going to expire after the season. Kyle Anderson is actually somebody the Grizzlies should look to trade, I would think. 25 years old, definitely could be a nice fit next to John Morant, but I just don't think... I don't personally want him on the team going forward, so we're going to go ahead and probably trade him here. So, second round picks from the Knicks, the Nets, Elise Johnson... I'm going to send him to the Pacers for Elise Johnson. We'll do that, and we'll go with that. So now, this team's looking like this. Not really too much going on. Of course, like I said, I was just kind of trying to look to develop this team, but let's get our starting shooting guard. I guess we can go with, like, Redick. I guess Redick for a couple of years wouldn't hurt. So we'll go with JJ Redick, and then we'll probably end up trading him after next season. Chris Middleton, if we could have afforded him, would have been nice as well, but... it's all good. So what I'm gonna do is simulate this first season. Let's just see how this new Grizzlies look team will do. John Morant is basically going to run the show here. Chandler Parsons goes down. He wasn't gonna be in the rotation anyway, and then Ivan Robb goes down, of course, because I sent him down. So that's all right. So unfortunately, other than that, we're probably gonna only have 2 G League slots. A lot of young players on this team. A lot of young players on this team, I should say. But other than that, guys, I'm going to simulate the next season, and let's see how this new look Grizzlies team can do. At the end of the season, we went 35-47. Not that great, but that's okay. Like I said, we're going to construct the team a little bit more as we go. A lot of trades are happening as I speak in the second round, and I do want to add one thing. When you guys saw the TJ Warren trade earlier, I know that the Pacers didn't give up a second round pick. It's just unfortunately I have to do it in 2K, or I have nothing else to trade, so... yeah, and then we had like Aaron Baines traded the Suns. I'm gonna update everything, guys. Don't worry, everything will be updated, and then we'll get to it. I promise. I'm gonna update everything. There's a lot of trades. I mean, there's a couple trades I haven't updated from the first round, and then just minor trades, and then there's a lot of trades going on in the second round right now, which is why I just decided to stop, because I know second round picks get traded like crazy. So kind of just wanted to just leave it, and then we'll update it tomorrow when it's all done. So. Unfortunately, like I said, we didn't make the playoffs, but here are the player stats. Let's go ahead and see who led the way. We had 21.5 points from John Morant, 7.5 assists. Jonas Valanciunas had about 15 and 10, which isn't bad. I decided to re-sign him for about $13 million, 14, so that's not bad. Signing him through age 30, which isn't bad at all. JJ Redick had 13 points. Jaren Jackson Jr. had about 12.6. Jay Crowder with 9.7. DeLon Wright did his thing, and then... I just realized that I actually decided to move Brandon Clark to small forward, so we probably won't need Bruno Caboclo anymore, even though we may not have needed him at all. I just kind of wanted to sign him for the realistic standpoint because he did have a couple of good games with Memphis, but that's all right. We'll go ahead and get rid of him. So I know this Grizzlies do not have their pick in this draft, or it's protected. It is, yeah, it's probably going to go to the Celtics, and they get it. So, yeah, we don't have our first round pick, which is unfortunate, but... Nate Tibbetts was projected to become the Grizzlies head coach in real life, but he didn't. I do need to update that as well. So, as far as who we want, I think I'm going to go with Michael Stauffer. There's been that joke with Crispy Flakes and Michael Stauffer, which is kind of funny, but I like it a lot. I mean, Michael Stauffer is a very good coach to get in this game, so I'm going to keep getting him. Oh, crap. We might not be able to afford. Who is a lot of money? Oh, Michael Stauffer. I gave him way too much money. I'm going to be firing him now. Give him a little bit less money, and then let's see if he takes it then. And let's see if we get Navarro as well. Okay, get Navarro, and we get Michael Stauffer. Okay, cool. All right, then CFO. We get a good CFO. We should be good there. And, okay, he went away. That's all right. I'll let the computer deal with it. All right, for the, we have the first round pick, which is the Jazz's pick, which is awesome. So, definitely needed our first. And then Caboclo, DeLon Wright. Ivan Robb, I decided to resign him. I did resign. I gave out some contract extensions at the extension deadline because I figured we're going to bring back most of these players anyway. Well, let's go ahead and see what we can get with the 29th pick overall. I'm sure we can maybe get a steal here. Someone we could send to the G League or something. Ashton Higgins, Devin Dodson, Tyrese Maxey, Matt McClung, Jordan Bowden, Tyshawn Alexander, Tyler Bay. Okay, I'm not really seeing anything. So I guess I'll go with, which one's tall? 6'3", 6'1", 5'11", 6'3". I guess with Tyrese Maxey, I guess we'll go with him. Oh, call that good. And then for the rookie signing, we'll sign Tyrese Maxey, of course. Grayson Allen. I did send him to G League. He didn't develop as best as I wanted. Javon Carter, I probably won't bring him back if I'm honest with you. And then Moratorium Day. I'm going to get a little bit more unrealistic in this offseason because we got to be productive in this video or it's not going to be a fun rebuild. So, Miles, okay, we're going to have some cap space, guys, which is what I wanted. Javon Crowder, probably won't bring back Crowder, and then probably won't bring back Miles. So we have $40 million to play with. So we need to do something with this. So the point guard position's good. Shooting guard, JJ Redick, I'm actually going to trade him as well. So let's go ahead and see what we can get with JJ Redick. I'm just going to trade him straight up. And let's see what we can get for him. Matisse, who was drafted by the 76ers. Chuck Diallo, Amari Spellman. By the way, the Hawks, man, they look good going forward, man. I got to say. Okiki, the Mavericks first round pick. Dougie McThunderbuckets, Cody Zeller, Stanley Johnson. Steve Mikhailuk, OG Anunoby. Svi, I actually might take from the Pistons. I could see a move like this happening. So let's take Svi, and we'll call that good. And then we should have even more money, $46.79 million. So no reason why we shouldn't be able to stack this roster a little bit. So point guard's good. Shooting guard needs. We need a shooting guard. Small forwards. Brandon Clark. If I wanted to keep, we could trade Bruno Caboclo as well. Power forward spot, I'm comfortable with Jaren Jackson. And the center spot is good if we don't want to change anything. But there's one player I'm thinking of that would be absolutely perfect to fit on this team. I hope he's still out here. Conley, let's just bring him right back, guys. Let's bring Conley right back. Nah. Anthony Davis, I'm not going to go for that. Montrezl Harrell, Siakam, I got him in the last video. But Buddy Hield, I love the idea of Buddy Hield next to Ja Morant. Let's see if we can make it happen. So I'll give him about a 4-year, $20 million deal. A 4-year, $80 million deal, I should say. So we can get Buddy Hield. That'd be absolutely insane. As far as the power forward position is concerned, we have Jaren Jackson Jr., like I said already. The center, I'm comfortable with still starting, what's his name? So we can get Buddy Hield, and that'd be great. The small forward spot, I'm comfortable starting Dylan Brooks and Brandon Clark there. Would rather start Dylan Brooks, Caboclo, and what's his name could probably get traded. The center spot. So if we could just get Buddy Hield, man, I think that'd be a W of a signing this offseason. But other than that, let's see what else we could probably get. Montrezl Harrell off the bench wouldn't be bad either. Siakam, like I said, I won't go for that this season. The bonus wouldn't be a bad addition off the bench. Tristan Thompson. So let's go for a backup center as well. I guess I do like the idea of Montrezl Harrell. So, I mean, if we could get him as well, we'll definitely hand out some money for both of them. And it looks like we could get both of them, which is what I wanted. So those are two underrated pickups, if you ask me. Get Buddy Hield, which is going to be great next to Ja Morant in the backcourt. And then Dylan Brooks and Brandon Clark can still run the small forward. I'm probably going to end up trading Bruno Caboclo because he's about $4 million and I'm never going to use him. So let's go and see what we can get for him. 2 second rounders, I'll take it. Do we still have money? We do. $12.5 million. We got to use that. So backup shooting guard is needed. The small forward spot, like I said, is fine. Power forward's good. And then definitely the center spot's good now. So probably a backup shooting guard is necessary or a backup small forward. So let's see what we get. Kent Bazemore or Taurean Prince, Sarge, Zach Randolph, Aminu. I actually kind of like the idea of we could just bring Crowder off the bench back, 30 years old. You know what? Let's do, yeah. Do I want to bring back Crowder or do I want to go with Randolph or not Randolph, Sarge or Aminu? Let's just get with Crowder, I guess. He was on the team last year, so we'll give him about a 2-year deal. Sign Jay Crowder back, guys, and I think I'm going to run with the rotation we got now. So we're going to have Ja Morant and Buddy Hield starting. Montrezl Harrell's probably going to come off the bench. I kind of want to start Dylan Brooks because he spaces the floor a lot more and it's going to fit the system better than Brandon Clark's because he can't really shoot, or according to the game, he can't. So let's go ahead and simulate to next year, though, and let's see how a Buddy Hield and Ja Morant backcourt would really do. Montrezl Harrell absolutely got snubbed for 6th man of the year. Where is he at? Where is Montrezl Harrell? He needs to be the 6th man. Just kidding. I don't even know how he did. But let's go ahead and see how the player stats looked for our team. We went 53-29. That's looking pretty good. Ja Morant did make the All-NBA 2nd team, All-NBA 3rd team here, All-Defensive 1st team, and All-Defensive 2nd team. All-Rookie 1st team. We had Brandon Clark make it on, and then here's your All-Rookie 2nd team. So, like I said, 53-29, good enough for 3rd seed in the Western Conference. Let's go ahead and see what the player stats were looking like. We had 25 points from Ja Morant, 16.5 from Buddy Hield. Very nice there. And then we had Jaren Jackson with 14. And then Montrezl Harrell had himself about 14 off the bench as well. Jonas Valanciunas had about 14. And then Dylan Brooks, Brandon Clark, everybody just kind of filled in and did their thing as needed. So Grayson Allen and Tyrese Maxey both went to the G League. So we'll have some trade assets this offseason if these playoffs don't go so well. But we are up against the New Orleans Pelicans, like I said, who had a great draft, 3-1. And by the way, Bol was just drafted by the Miami Heat. That dude was slipping far, and they got traded to Denver. So Denver is taking on yet another project. So very happy for Denver. They took on Michael Porter Jr. last year, who I think is going to be very good in this league, and now Bol, who I think has some potential in this league as well. But we did beat the Pelicans in 5 games, which is shocking when they have Zion, and we might sweep the Warriors, so we just did. All right, so this is going super well for us so far, and I was kind of hoping we could face the Jazz, because that's where my Conley would probably be, but we're facing the Thunder instead, who took an overseas guy. I forgot what his name was. Let me see if I can find him. Darius Bazley, that's right. Never heard of the dude. Never even heard of him, but hopefully he pans out well for him. But I was kind of shocked we beat the Pelicans that badly. I mean, they have Zion. He was a cheat code in this game usually. But facing the Thunder, let's see if we can take care of the Thunder. They're up 1-0, 2-0, and they might sweep us here. No, 2-1, 2-2. Can we go up 3-2? No, 3-2, 3-3. And we get eliminated in 7 games. I know I should have done Simcast, but that's okay because we have another season to develop. So I don't think I should change much. We were 1 game away from the NBA Finals, and the Hawks are in it. So not really shocked, man. The Hawks have a really good roster ahead of them. Let's see what it's looking like. They added Anthony Davis and Brandon Ingram. So yeah, I mean, that's going to be a very nice team if they were able to do something like that. But the Hawks win in 4 games. Anthony Davis is your Finals MVP. What a turn of events. But as far as everything else, let's go ahead and just get right into this offseason. Probably not going to change a whole lot if I'm honest with you, because like I said, we're 1 game away from the NBA Finals, so I probably shouldn't change that much. I would think we do end up having the 27th pick overall. Probably won't do much with the 27th pick either. Going to get a good assistant coach. Let's get this guy, and then I'll call that good. And then for the NBA draft, like I said, I think we only had 27 picks, so I'm probably just going to let the computer draft because I probably won't do much with that pick. They took Kemba Walker. No, Kyrie Walker. Kyrie Irving. No. Okay, I need to stop. Options, Grayson Allen, will bring him back, of course. And then qualifying offers, Fee Mikhailuk. Sorry, my dude, but I probably won't worry about you too much. Negative $1.50 million. Could we even have more money in free agency? No, we don't. Okay. But when we look at the team, let's see how it's constructed. So we have DeLon Wright as the backup point guard. We have Grayson Allen and Tyrese Maxey, and now Kyrie Walker. So we don't need all 4 of them, of course. Small forward spot with Clark and Dylan Brooks is fine. Power forward spot with Jay Crowder. And yeah, so we basically got a pretty stacked roster. And I mean, maybe we could make this small forward position a little bit better, but I don't know who I would add. Maybe even make the shoot. I like Buddy Hield and John Morant together, though, so I kind of don't want to do anything there. I mean, if we could go out and get like Donovan Mitchell, of course, that would be absolutely amazing. But I mean, I'm not gonna like throw all my cards in for that, and he'll probably end up resigning to the Jazz anyway. So yeah, not a whole lot I could do. I guess I could shoot for a good small forward, maybe an upgrade, but other than that, I kind of don't want to ruin the chemistry that we have, really. So I think I won't do anything. I think I'll just let it be. I think that's the move, guys. Of course, if I get a guy like Kawhi Leonard or anybody, I would do it. DeRozan doesn't make a lot of sense on this team. Paul George, of course, does, but he has a no trade clause. Wiggins, I'm not getting. Covington makes sense, but I mean, how much better is he really? Durant would make sense. Klay Thompson would make sense. But like I said, I don't know. Anthony Edwards, we could probably get. He's 19 years old. We could maybe get him. I'll try for it. Brandon Clark, we're going to need $5 more million included in this trade. Let's trade Jay Crowder as well. Let's just see if we can make this happen. I doubt it, but you know what? I'll shoot for it. So let's trade Tyrese Maxey as well. And they still don't want to do it. How about a 2022 unprotected? Like I said, I'm probably not going to blow up this. So let's just go ahead and just see how this team would do if we just left everything the same. Because, I mean, this roster is really good. So I don't think I'm going to change much. I think I'm going to just go ahead and simulate the next season. And I think this next season is where we should be able to win a championship. Because we were 1 game away from the NBA Finals. So probably shouldn't look to change much. Really like how this team looks. Let's go and simulate the next year. and let's see how this team can do. So not really the record I had in mind. We went 44-38, but nonetheless, we did make the playoffs. I actually did have to make a couple of trades because our team was doing so bad in the beginning that I just think there was too much depth, and the rotation changed just a little bit because Tyrese Maxey and Grayson Allen got plugged in. So I did like Dylan Brooks for Hachimura, Ivan Robb, a first rounder. Then we had Jarrett Culver come to the team. I didn't know if that would make anything different. I just wanted to make the playoffs this last season. That's all. And I know I unfortunately traded Brandon Clark, which I shouldn't have done. I kind of wanted to trade Dylan Brooks instead, but it just happened. But as far as the stats are concerned, I just wanted to make the playoffs, guys, because I didn't want to end the video and be like, yeah, guys, we didn't make the playoffs. Sorry, see ya. But I hate ending the videos like that. But I do like to give myself only 3 seasons. 21 points and 9 assists. 18 points from Jarrett Culver. And then we had 16 points from Buddy Hield. Montreal 14. So did Jonas Valanciunas. 13 from Jaren Jackson Jr. I honestly think Jaren Jackson will be a lot better just than a 13 point per game score. But that's how 2K's had him throughout the video, which is fine. But let's go ahead and see if we can beat the Pelicans in the first round. We beat them last year, so I wouldn't be shocked. They had to repay the favor, and then they beat us in 5 games. But they're up 2-0 and 2-1, 2-2. Nope, 3-1. Okay, so we're down 3-1 to the New Orleans Pelicans, so we might end up losing here. So nonetheless, if we do win or lose here, we were 1 game away from the NBA Finals, and the Memphis Grizzlies definitely have a bright future ahead of them. With, of course, we just blew it in the end with John Morant and Jaren Jackson Jr. And if they could surround him with more talent, this team is going to be very good going forward. So let's go ahead and just see how this team finishes out. I'll take 1 game away from the finals in this video. I mean, the Grizzlies aren't, projected to win a championship anytime soon. They're in the midst of a rebuild. So, I mean, I'll take what we did in this video. And I mean, it was somewhat of a successful video. Of course, the goal is to always win a championship. But unfortunately, we couldn't get that done today. But the Thunder and the Rockets, and then we got the Miami Heat winning in the NBA Finals, maybe 2-1, 2-2. Who did the Miami have? But the Rockets win the championship. So the Rockets also released some new uniforms, which was interesting. And they weren't bad looking, but the Heat have LaMelo Ball. That's why that happened. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching the video. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Let me know what you guys' favorite part of the draft was. But this Crushables, and I'm saying peace.